Hi guys, it's me, Dee. I am back with another video. Yes, I missed a week. For the first time since starting this channel, I missed a week and I feel terrible about that. No excuses, it was my bad. So I'm back on the wagon. Thank you so much for coming back to my video. I do little videos where I talk about different things that I've got going on in my life. And I always try to find some kind of a lesson or some kind of an angle where we can all learn from it. And today I'm gonna talk about some of the things that I wish I knew about Invisalign before I started my journey. Let's face it, being able to straighten your teeth is a privilege. It really is a blessing. And I just recently saw a video by Tiffany Ferg, somebody that I love so much. I'm going to leave, if I can, I'm gonna leave the link below for that video where she's talking about and the difficulties of having perfect teeth or not being able to afford perfect teeth. So I am very aware of the fact that it is a privilege to be able to have Invisalign or any kind of form where I can improve my smile. That's the whole point of going through this process. However, it has its difficulties, and this video is not to complain. I want to make that very clear. I am very grateful for Invisalign. I just want to make sure that before you start your journey, or as you start your journey, you are aware that there might be some bumps in the road so that you can be prepared mentally for this. Okay, the first thing that I find a little difficult about the process is the constant brushing of my teeth. I was somebody who brushed my teeth in the morning and then at night before going to sleep. That was my routine. Maybe that's not a good thing, but that's what most people do. And we kind of get along fine just doing it that way. If you keep your teeth in that way, then you know you'll be okay. But having to brush my teeth after every meal has been a little difficult. Not because I have a problem brushing my teeth, but a lot of times one of those brushings takes place here at the office, and I don't have a private bathroom for the office itself. There's a bathroom that all the other offices on the floor use, and it's a little uncomfortable to have to go in there and brush my teeth and brush the trays. You feel embarrassed if somebody walks in and sees you doing that. And I don't know, for me, it just feels a little icky, like somebody was washing their hands here, and I don't know what they did before they washed their hands. And it's just not the best, but I'm grateful that I at least have a place to brush my teeth. Some people may not even have that wherever it is that they work or they find themselves, but it can be difficult. And one thing that I would say is make sure you mentally prepare for that. Have your carrying case with you. You know that I have my little case that I have talked to. I have videos on it. And make sure you have it when you're going to be taking it to the bathroom. Make sure you put either a paper towel or toilet paper or something that you can rest it on, because I feel, surfaces, especially right now with what's going on in the world, I just feel very icky. So I try to have something that I can have between the surface and my implements, the things that I'm going to be using to clean my mouth. So that's just one thing for you to consider. The other thing, and I never thought that this would be something that would bother me that much, is the fact that I have not been able to go snacking during the day like I used to. You have your meals, but then every once in a while you feel a little peckish, and there are cookies in the cupboard, or there's something in the fridge that you can take a little bite of during the day to kind of be like a pick-me-up. I'm not able to do that because I would just have to do the extra removing of the trays and brushing my teeth, and because I don't want to go through all of that, I just skip it. Now, as you can probably surmise from what I'm saying, there is a benefit from that, right? And I'm pretty sure that I have lost some weight. I haven't weighed myself. I'm not somebody who's obsessed with knowing how much I weigh, but just looking at my face, I feel like I've lost a little bit of weight and my neck seems a little thinner. I don't know, maybe. That's one of the benefits, but it will take a toll on you if you gain comfort from food. Even if you're not a binge eater, you're not somebody who eats in great excess, just being able to have that little something in the middle of the day as a pick-me-up, not having that, I felt it. I have felt it. So here's what you want to do about that. Make sure you develop other coping mechanisms. And that is a good thing, because if dealing with stress is usually alleviated by eating something, that's not a healthy coping mechanism. A healthy coping mechanism can be meditation, using reason and deduction to talk yourself out of stressing yourself for nothing. Prayer, if you believe in prayer, is very helpful. Taking a walk, if not outside, around the office, just take a little walk. It gives you a little bit of perspective. Taking a break to listen to music, uplifting music, watching a video that might be a self-help lecture. There are a lot of very healthy coping mechanisms that you can use to deal with stress instead of grabbing something and sticking it in your mouth. And just having that break from that unhealthy coping mechanism is actually a good thing. So that's something else for you to look at. What else? Teeth. Your teeth are going to shift. Not just the visible ones, the front teeth that we're used to, but, and of course this depends on the treatment that you are on. Your molars, the teeth that are more inside your mouth, the ones that are hidden, are going to shift. And it's actually a strange sensation, because your tongue has been used to resting in a certain position. And if that little chamber where your tongue was resting switches or shifts, your tongue is going to be like, wait a minute, what? Where am I gonna? So that's something for you to think about. It's just a part of the process. You just have to get used to your mouth feeling different from what it used to feel. And it takes a little bit of a mental adjustment, but it's fine. In my situation, I find that it has been very beneficial. Before I started this process, I suffered from TMJ, and it was getting kind of bad. It was getting pretty uncomfortable. And being able to switch my teeth and correcting my bite has really pretty much taken away the TMJ. So now I don't have that clicking that I used to have when I open my mouth. When I'm chewing, there isn't that clicking. There is a little bit, but it's very brief. So this thing that is a little uncomfortable is also a great benefit in the process, in the long run. And yeah, those are pretty much the only things that I can think of. Change is something that all of us don't do very well with. And I'm somebody who, I am such a creature of habit. I love when things stay the same. Even if they're not the best, they're familiar to me. I am accustomed to something. I'm the kind of person that will go to a restaurant and order the same thing every time. Because if I know I like it, why am I going to be trying to experiment and try different things? That's just me. That's my personality. And even the slightest change can play a role in adding a little bit of stress to my life. And I'm not a fan of change. But what are we on? We are on a journey of improving our lives. And with that, change is inevitable. You cannot improve your life if your life is not changing. The whole point of improving your life is changing it. So when you start this process and you find yourself feeling uncomfortable with all the changes that are taking place, remember, you are improving your life. Your smile is getting better. Your bite is getting better. Your confidence is improving. So these things are good. Yes, they're uncomfortable, but they are good. These are good steps. Remind yourself of that. whenever you're feeling down, you're feeling frustrated, the thing about the little changes, especially the one not being able to comfort yourself with food, every little thing feels worse when you don't have that comfort that you're used to. So if you're watching this at the time that this is being filmed, today is August 20th, I believe. Yeah, the world is upside down right now, and everything feels like it's going wrong. It feels like we're stuck in a place that we thought we would be out of by now. And when you don't have your regular coping mechanisms, it can feel even worse. Just remember, change is a part of progress. And even when things look hopeless and terrible all around you, just remember, it will pass eventually. It eventually will pass, or you will adjust and just learn to live in the new reality. It sounds scary, but we have already, if you are alive in the 21st century, you have already gone through so many changes, and you haven't even taken the time to realize how many changes you have lived through, how many things you have adjusted to. Just think about it. Think about all the changes in technology, in politics, in science. The world is changing, and you are going along with it. So because you survived all the other changes, you will survive this. I promise you. Don't give up, please. Please, don't do that. Don't give up. You'll be fine, and you'll be stronger. You have to understand that discomfort is a part of life. If something is uncomfortable, it doesn't mean that it is wrong. Well, let me say that again. If something is uncomfortable in the process of doing something that has to happen, it's not wrong. It's just uncomfortable. It's just different. Now, if you feel uncomfortable because of a situation and you know that the situation is wrong in itself, then yeah, do something about that. But I'm talking in general. We're talking about Invisalign, right? So if your teeth feel uncomfortable, sometimes it's very painful when you're changing your trays, especially when you have a new one. Tonight, actually, I have to put in a new one. And I'm not really, actually, yes, I am looking forward to it. Because with every new tray, it means that my teeth are shifting, my smile is getting better, my bite is getting better. And pain is part of the process. Discomfort is part of the process. Don't fight it. Lean into it. Absorb it. Feel it. Sit in it. Be uncomfortable. Don't try to deny the pain. Don't try to deny the discomfort. Don't try to pretend that it's not happening. It is happening. It is uncomfortable. It hurts. Yes, this is happening. But can you handle it? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I promise to be more faithful. I will do my best to continue doing one video a week, sometimes more than one. And once again, thank you for watching. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel, click the bell so that you can get notifications every time I put out a new one. And I will see you next time.